Peace and good morning. Welcome to Getting It Together. This is Shah, aka Dragon's Pitchfork, and we are reading The Magic by Rhonda Byrne, the author of The Secret. We're on day 22, and I am eternally grateful for this book. I'm grateful for anybody that's paying attention, anybody that's not paying attention, who may pay attention in the future, and I'm just grateful to be alive. Grateful for a million things, to be honest. If I had to sit down here right now and write everything that I was grateful for, I probably wouldn't be able to finish it. I'm grateful for the fact that we have finally figured out there's been something that's been missing for Yanni and I when it came to building House of Fluid Reflections. And it's been missing when it came to everything I've been building, to be honest. There's been just like a little component, like I've had the mission, I've known what I want to do, I've known why I want to do it, but the how has been such a challenge for us to figure out, for me to figure out, for her to figure out. And I think we got the how figured out. No, I don't think. I know we have the how figured out now. It's just a matter of, it took a long time, and we realized part of the reason why is we're most likely neurodivergent. There's a very high chance that we're both autistic. So that means we have challenges with executive function, which means challenges getting organized, challenges planning and executing plans. We have challenges. They're just little connections in our brain that have trouble, that just don't connect easily. So we figured out that we need to get support. So I'm already enrolled in a pilot program for people who are autistic. That happens every Sunday with Enoch Cass. Shout out to Enoch. Peace, Enoch. Thank you, brother. Co-hosting a Twitter space with him on Fridays at 1 o'clock today, Eastern Standard Time. It's called Full Spectrum Friday. What else are we doing? Doing a lot of research. Just connected with another neurodivergent coach on Twitter. She'll be actually, her name is Sata. She'll actually be on with us next Friday for Full Spectrum Friday. Today's episode is going to be focused on love and people on the spectrum. But understanding the challenges with neurodivergent people, even if we're not absolutely diagnosed, we absolutely relate to so many of the symptoms. And of course, we took a test. You can see that was on our live stream a few weeks ago. I think it was February 5th live stream that I streamed on all of my platforms. And we took the test live, and the test said we're both there's a high probability that we're both on the spectrum. So understanding that has helped us understand the need for the different types of support we're going after. We're looking for business consultant support, and we think we have that person already, but we want to make sure we can compensate them for their time. Marketing assistance. I believe we have the right people in the circle for that or nearby for that, but again, need to be able to compensate. Social media assistance, SEO and stuff like that is something that both of our minds really struggle to grasp and understand and leverage. So I think we may have the people in the circle that'll be able to help us out with that as well, but I'm not sure. Video editing assistance, I think we got that already too. But again, I want to be able to compensate the person that I want to leverage for this. I want to keep it all in the circle, all in-house, because I want to be able to break bread together with the people that have been building with us to this day and with the people who believe in us. So if you want to join the HFR family, become a part of this, help out, I think we need 2 months worth of cash to get ourselves straight. Right now we're dry as a bone cash wise. Bills are overdue, all that. We launched a crowdfund. Check out the crowdfund. You can find it on our website, houseoffluidreflections.com/support. It's a GoFundMe. We need to raise $10K. That'll take care of our living expenses and help us secure these people for the next 2 months, the services of these people for the next 2 months, and then we're out of here, man. We're on a mission to keep rehumanizing people, but we're also going to be sharing our journey as we learn more and more about neurodivergence, autism, ADHD, these things that have been our roadblocks and our challenges. And as we share them, we're going to be helping others along the path that, like we've been doing the past 4 years. We've been helping people. We're going to continue doing it, but we could definitely use some help from the community now. Join the HFR family. Go hit the crowdfund. But in the meantime, let's get to this gratitude, because, like I said, I'm eternally and immensely grateful for so many things, and I want to keep developing this gratitude practice because it is helping me get through the hard times and the struggles. If I hadn't had a gratitude practice like in a time like right now, I don't know if I'd be able to, if I would have been able to find the light and find the path. I'm so excited now that we have the path. I want to give back to this author and get some people checking out her book, and I want to hopefully give to some other people who are having trouble seeing light right now. So let's go. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right page, because this looks like yesterday's. This is yesterday's. So even though this is day 22 of me streaming, and I missed yesterday, pardon, but yesterday was a busy day. I had to get that crowdfund ready, had to get a lot of stuff ready, and had to make a lot of connections, have some serious conversations with some people, because like I said, it's go time. We're on day 23. The magical air that you breathe. Sounds like it's just right. So, because we're getting out here in this air today. All right. It is quite possible to leave your home for a walk in the early morning air and return a different person, beguiled, enchanted. Mary Ellen Chase, 1887 to 1973, educator and writer. If someone had told me a few years back to be grateful for the air that I breathe, I would have thought that person was crazy. It wouldn't have made a bit of sense to me. Why on earth would anyone be grateful for the air they breathe? But as my life changed from using gratitude, the things that I took for granted or didn't give a second thought about became an absolute miracle to me. I went from sweating the small stuff in my little world and day-to-day life to opening my eyes and thinking about the bigger picture and wonder of the universe. If that isn't me, that's absolutely me, especially right now. There are a lot of reasons I could choose to falter, stumble, and give up and quit. But all I'm seeing right now is gratitude for what is working and for the things that I'm being shown at this time especially. This is a critical time to know how to move and who to move with. Who's moving with you? As the great scientist Newton said, when I look at the solar system, I see the Earth at the right distance from the sun to receive the proper amounts of heat and light. This did not happen by chance. Those words made me think more and more about the bigger picture. It's not an accident that there's a protective atmosphere surrounding us, and that beyond it, there's no air or oxygen. It's not an accident that the trees give off oxygen so that our atmosphere is continually replenished. It's not an accident that our solar system is perfectly placed, and that if it were anywhere else in the galaxy, we would most likely be devastated by cosmic radiation. There are thousands of parameters and ratios that support life on Earth. All of them are on a knife edge, and their fine-tuning is so critical that a fraction of a difference in any of these parameters and ratios would make life unlivable on the planet Earth. It is difficult to believe any of these things could happen by accident. It would seem that they are perfectly designed, perfectly placed, perfectly balanced for us. When the realization hits you that all of these things might not be an accident, and that the balance of every microscopic element surrounding Earth and on Earth is in perfect harmony to support us, you will feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude for your life, because all of it has been done to sustain you. I guess this is the point where I have to do my usual disclaimer and say that Macy, how are you? Sorry, I had to get rid of my little reminders here so that they don't throw off the stream. Boom, pardon me. But yeah, this is where I usually do my disclaimer and mention that this is a conversation with the author, and in a conversation, I found and it said that you serve yourself better and serve the other person who's talking better by not thinking about your responses and allowing your pre-programming, traumas, and biases to get in the way of you listening to what the other person who's communicating has to say and fully ingesting that without worrying about your response and how you're going to respond. You can respond and think about all that afterwards. You can come back to the book and look at it, all that. But you're doing yourself a disservice and disrespecting the person speaking to you if you're not giving them a chance to fully articulate their ideas. So my traumas and pre-programming and bias scream anytime that the concept of a creator or something comes into mind. And that's what this gives me the feel of. So I'm just letting you know, I have to work through that as I read stuff like this in case you work through similar things, have similar challenges. The magical air that you breathe is not an accident or a fluke of nature. When you think about the enormousness of what had to take place in the universe for us to have air, and you then take a breath, breathing into your body becomes breathtaking in every sense of the word. We take one breath after another and never give a thought to the fact that there is always air for us to breathe. Yet oxygen is one of the most plentiful elements in your body. And as we breathe, it feeds every cell in our body so that we can continue to live. The most precious gift of life is air, because without it, none of us would last more than a few minutes. When I first began to use gratitude's magical power, I used it for a lot of personal things that I wanted, and it worked. But it was when I began to be grateful for the real gifts in life that I experienced the ultimate power of gratitude. The more grateful I became for a sunset, a tree, the ocean, the dew on the grass, my life, and the people in it, every material thing I've ever dreamed of having poured down upon me. I now understand the reason why it happened that way. When we can feel truly grateful for the precious gifts of life and nature, like the magical air that we breathe, we have reached one of the deepest possible levels of gratitude. And whoever has that depth of gratitude will receive absolute abundance. Today, stop and think about the glorious air that you breathe. Take 5 deliberate breaths and feel the feeling of the air moving inside your body, and feel the joy of breathing it out. Take 5 full breaths in and out 5 different times today. And after you've taken each set of 5 breaths, say the magic words. Thank you for the magical air that I breathe. And be as genuinely grateful as you can for the precious life-giving air that you breathe. It is best if you can do this magical practice outside so that you can really feel and appreciate the magnificence of fresh air. But if that's not possible, then do it inside. You should close your eyes while taking the breaths, or you can do it with your eyes open. You can do it while you're walking, waiting in line, shopping, or anywhere at any time you want. The important thing is to deliberately feel the feeling of air going in and out of your body. Breathe the way you naturally breathe, because this magical practice is not about your breathing, but about your gratitude for the air you breathe. If taking a bigger breath helps you feel more gratitude, then do that. If it helps to make a sound or mentally say the magic words, thank you, as you breathe the air in and out, then do that. If you want, you can also do a variation of this practice in the future by imagining you're breathing in gratitude and filling yourself up with it with every breath you take. I like that one. In ancient teachings, it is said that when a person reaches the point of being deeply grateful for the air that they breathe, their gratitude will have reached a new level of power, and they have become the true alchemist who can effortlessly turn every part of their life into gold. All right, so that's the end of this chapter. We got 4 steps in today's magical practice, the magical air that you breathe. 1 and 4 are the same as every day, except for that one day, remember? 1, count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings, write why you're grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Number 2, 5 times today, stop and think about the glorious air that you breathe. Take 5 deliberate breaths and feel the feeling of the air moving inside your body, and feel the joy of breathing it out. Number 3, after you've taken the 5 breaths, say the magic words, thank you for the magical air that I breathe. Be as grateful as you can for the precious life-giving air that you breathe. And 4, same as before, just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. All right, man, we're getting closer to the end. We have 4 more of these magical practices to go, and then the end of the book. So again, I thank you for rocking with me. Gratitude. That's the key. That's the magic sauce right now. Speaking of sauce, want to dial peace, bro. I spoke about you earlier in this stream. I'm gonna repost it. Maybe you get a chance to hear me thanking you and showing you some gratitude, bro. You've been a huge help, man, and I appreciate you. And anybody that's watching, make sure you check out Wanda Dial's new video that he shot and produced with Kareem Muse for their song Baggage Claim, produced by DJ Pandemonium. It's definitely hip hop. You're gonna love it. You're gonna appreciate it, and pay attention to the lyrics. These are writers. These are writers, and they're not just spitting candy bars. These bars are something that really they're like puzzles. And if you really take your time and pay attention to it, you're gonna get the feeling. And this is not, I hate it when people compare, and this is not a comparison by any means. But if you remember how good it felt to break down a De La Soul song, this is something like that. But it doesn't sound anything like De La Soul. This is all Gray Skull. This is all Black Mavericks. This is all Zoe the Instrument Being. But yeah, man, I'm out of here today. Check out the way we pivoted and the way we are pivoting. The plan moving forward. Go to houseoffluidreflections.com/support. Learn about the crowdfund and how we're doing this. And have a great day, man. I got 15 minutes to get some breakfast before I got to get on my next meeting. I appreciate y'all. Have a good day. Love. Peace, y'all. Thank you for joining.